Two recent PewDiePie videos have provided an opportunity to compare different strategies of directing people from PewDiePie's videos to another destination and how well they work with respect to each other. He had one called An Important Message, about 3.5 million views at this point, that worked so effectively in directing people to the target site that, according to Harmful Opinions' talk on it, Monetizing Mental Illness, his video is called, the response was so great that the site went down for a while from all the traffic that people generated by going there from PewDiePie's video. The previous video of his, or a previous video just before it, was called She Wants My YouTube Money, where he did a reaction style video with footage taken from 5 different people. And so to date that has only 2.6 million views, even though it was posted earlier. And probably took a lot more work to put together to do the editing and the choosing of the clips and so on. So I would say overall it's probably more efficient, easier way to get views to just say, this is great, go watch this, than it is to put together a video possibly looking at people's material in a less than favorable light at times and leaving no trace as to how to find it. There was a link given in the Important Message video, but there were no links given in the She Wants My YouTube Money video. So I've decided to have a look to see whether it's true that there are a lot of views generated by this method. And from the clues I could follow, it's hard to know in some cases, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of response. Jason Stephenson, his Welcome to the Jason Stephenson Meditation channel video has 117,000 views, but he had comments from people who had found him because of the PewDiePie video, and he actually had to redirect them to that video, even though it was the one featured in PewDiePie's video. And that, of course, that has 117,000 views, but he has used it as his headline video for a channel with almost 500,000 subscribers. So he's generating the views on his own there, and it would be hard to separate, I expect, the views of anybody coming from PewDiePie's channel from the general background traffic. He did a video in response, which to date has about 7,300 views, rounded up, which is not a whole lot for a guy with a 500,000 subscriber channel. Mary Yaksh, a woman who has a meditation channel with a little over 100 subscribers and 30-some thousand views total, had a video which PewDiePie used a clip from called the 3 Breaths Meditation, or Meditate #1. This has only about 8,520 views, and I checked day to day, and it was 8,533 24 hours later. So if there's a huge number of views coming from PewDiePie's channel, it's not showing up that way. There were also no comments from anyone from PewDiePie's channel on hers, so there was no evidence that anybody had really found it at all. The next one was Infinite Waters Diving Deep, also known as Ralph. How to Meditate in About 20 Minutes. 95,000 views. Once again, Infinite Waters, or Ralph, has about 1 million subscribers, so he's probably generating those views on his own, and there were comments on another one of his videos, but not on the one that was featured in PewDiePie's video. There's also a question there with how his rights might be potentially infringed, because there are laws against using someone's image and personality, similar to the way we talk about trademark law. And in this case, Ralph has these trademark phrases that he uses in every video of his that I've ever watched, at least. So potentially he's built up this trademark personality and set of phrases through hundreds of videos, which PewDiePie used in clips and put in his video. So that might be something that people would want to watch for and be wary of not doing. In Mingyur Rinpoche's case, he's a monk with various videos out on how to meditate. His was referenced in PewDiePie's video, but I tried to track down the video from other sources, and I found 3 of them with Mingyur Rinpoche in them, and in 2 cases, there are people who commented saying that they'd come there from PewDiePie. But this was not a video on Mingyur Rinpoche's channel. So potentially he might have made a deal with somebody that they used his image and could make another video with it, or it might have been pirated. But this makes another complication in trying to get any sort of volume of views going back to the original person, because once you've had your material taken or sold it, then you have to worry not only about your original material that's being pirated, but the piracy that happens off the material that's been pirated or sold. So you might not know that you're getting 2.6 million views on another channel because the people going back and looking to the source might not be finding your channel. As far as I know, there are no comments posted on Mingyur Rinpoche's channel that would let him know that anybody was even out there watching the PewDiePie video with his material in it. So I then looked at the Daily De-Stress ASMR channel with the clip that became the title clip for PewDiePie's video. It had to do with your very friendly neighborhood bank robber, I believe it was called. And this was an ASMR video with a gun pointed at the viewer and whispering and so on, which PewDiePie used. Something you might be familiar with as a motif that I've talked about in several of my previous videos that comes up actually or symbolically in PewDiePie's videos, which is the flipping of the victim-aggressor roles. He's taken material from somebody else's channel and then dramatized it as if that person is holding him up with a gun, when it's more like the other way around, really, if she hasn't given permission for the material to be used. The basis of the video was also that there was supposedly an ad boycott going on, so he wasn't making any revenue from ads. This would put up the situation where someone theoretically, or for the premise of a story at least, could have had material taken from their video, put into PewDiePie's video, and been a situation where they could have claimed monetization for it, but there was no monetization to claim because the advertisers were boycotting the video. So there's a lot of black humor behind the sequence of attempts to meditate, which are the thrust of PewDiePie's video, which would make more sense to the viewer if you understand how the appropriation of other people's work and the possible penalties for it function. So I've looked at these things and tried to see who got the least response. In the case of Daily De-Stress ASMR, with a woman's name on it that appears in one of our other videos, I think. I don't know if she wants it mentioned, but you could look it up. And she's gotten comments all through in response to that video. One of them from PewDiePie himself, with a couple hundred thumbs up. So you can see that there's almost entirely traffic coming from PewDiePie viewers. And she's gotten to date 3,260 views or so from a video that's got 2.6 million. So she gets maybe one view for about 800 on the PewDiePie video. And some of the people there commented, as I would, that it was not easy to find her video. They had to go through several different search terms and really dig. So it's not just a question of PewDiePie making the video by just Googling how to meditate or searching how to meditate on YouTube and looking and pulling up the appropriate videos. He must have really looked hard to find a video where someone's telling you how, or helping you supposedly relax while pointing a gun at you. Now, it would appear to me that the maximum that anybody got from this then was the 3,260 views because of the high density of comments on that particular video. The champion for getting the smallest response, I would say, would probably be Mary Yaksh. She might have gotten close to 0 views from it, despite being featured in the PewDiePie video. And overall, I can't find much evidence that there was anything like the response that I happened to get when PewDiePie put my material in one of his videos. So I'm wondering if there might be a place for an archive of sorts where I could have a listing, as I will probably do in the description of this video, of links to videos that are famous videos by unknown or unrecognized people. So people could track down these videos that have been made well known in places other than their original sources.